Welcome to the Dunk Tank. This time, we're going solo with just Billy. Today I'm going to be discussing a requested topic from Henry over in the Blastfiends. That topic is EDH, also known as Commander. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Okay, but first, Eternal Masters Crack-a-Pack. This time we got Welkin Guide, Deadbridge Shaman, Borderland Marauder, Peregrine Drake, Elvish Vanguard, Emperor Crocodile, Rugged Highlands, Reckless Charge, Eye Blight's Ending, Bloodfell Caves, Rancor, Sangir Autocrat, Mesa Enchantress, Toxic Deluge, and Windscar Crag, and a zombie token. I think for Eternal Masters I would take Elvish Vanguard. Otherwise I would just take a Rancor if it was a Chaos draft.
Looking good!
So Commander, everybody has been on that train for quite a while now, and it's a pretty fun format, especially for casual gameplay, where you could just sit around a table for a couple hours and play with 4 or 5 of your buddies. In short, Commander is a 100-card singleton format, with which you choose one legendary creature to be your general or commander, and then you stick to that general's colors as your color identity for your deck. But Commander is a lot more than just that. In the past couple of years, Commander has become increasingly popular, especially in the competitive format, moving into a 1v1 style of play and gaining fame on Magic Online, among other places. Regardless of which style of Commander you like to play, it's a really fun format. You can build around lots of different styles, whether it be control, aggro. There's several different commander-specific ones like Voltron, with which the general itself is very powerful, and you want to build into controlling the field with a powerful one. Varals or Grimgrin are great examples of what you can do with that. There's also a lot of combo commanders like Niv Mizzet. There's also lots of different themes that you can build into too, such as if you like tribal stuff, you can always build just zombies or elves or goblins or something like that. Over the years I played a lot of Commander, and I've gotten in and out of it several times. Way back in the day, I started off with a mono black Limdol's Necromancer zombie deck, and I didn't really like it at first because I didn't build quite into a deck that was inherently good, so I stopped playing that for a while. Later, when I came back into it and I started building Grimgrin and a tribal zombie deck, I enjoyed it a lot more because it let me play a style of deck that I really enjoyed without having to be too competitive, though it still was competitive enough to win consistently. After playing Grimgrin Zombies for a while, I decided to play a little bit differently with building Sultai Tasigur control styles of play. The deck focused largely around Prophet of Krufix, so with that banning, it hurt my hit playing quite a bit, though Seaborn Muse and other cards are still viable as contenders to make that deck still good. Recently, Shadows over Innistrad coming out, I played Gisa and Giraffe Zombie Tribal again. Though they themselves not zombies, I viewed them as the necromancers bringing the zombies to life, so it fit the zombie tribe for me just fine. Recently, I've been considering getting back into Commander, going back into a Tasigur style control plan. It's really fun to put cards into your graveyard and via Consuming Aberration and other stuff, get to recur them and mill your opponents, among other different strategies that are employed without the deck. And also, multiple land drops a turn is very fun to me. Though the 1v1 banning of Brainstorm and the other blue draw spells is kind of detrimental to the deck, I still feel like it would be a fun deck to play. Another idea of a deck that you could play in Commander that also seems pretty fun to me is any horsemanship style of deck, which is another Voltron style that would get around blocking creatures just on the fact of weird, stupid old mechanics. I myself personally am drawn to the multiplayer style as a commander, so I've mostly been playing in groups of 4 or more if I can. I don't generally play 1v1, but with it becoming a competitive format, I suppose I'm going to end up having to play a tournament or 2 of competitive Commander anyway. One of the funnest parts about Commander is the multiplayer status of it. While in games, you can pit your alliances against each other and either hold true to them, or you can stab your opponents in the back at your own whim. One good example of this is back when I was playing Tasigur. I had Tasigur out, I had Consuming Aberration, and I had a Dark Ritual in my graveyard. So I'd activate Tasigur's effect, and then I would have Vega, who was in the game, choose a card. I told him I'll target our friend Brock with Consuming Aberration's effect. John obliged, and so I got Dark Ritual, played Dark Ritual, gained the 3 black mana, forced Brock to mill, and then I activated Tasigur's effect again. And I did this several more times, and me and Vega repeatedly milled Brock out for several turns. We all had a Consuming Aberration, so it kind of became fun for us, But all in all, it was a good move for me to get some cards in my graveyard for whatever effects I had to come. Generally, though, you're going to want to play faster games of Commander now, whereas a lot of local metas I've seen seem to want to win as fast as possible turn 1, 2, 3. Though I suppose that's fun and all, it's not a Commander that I like to play. Mine is preferably a slower match, thusly why I like control or like longer combos. One combo that I'm a huge fan of is Rooftop Storm, Grim Green Corpseborn, and Gravecrawler. With Rooftop Storm out, you can play zombies for free, and you cast Grimgrin, who is your commander, for that free cost. You then proceed to sack Gravecrawler to Grimgrin's effect over and over and over and over, and getting to cast it for free out of your graveyard via Rooftop Storm. Thusly, if you have some means of giving Grimgrin haste, you can go ahead and swing in for a lethal Voltron commander damage. Due to Commander's singleton nature, I like a lot of the necessity built into card copying effects, such as Mimic Vat with Runescarred Demon. Thusly, you get a repeatable tutor every turn, and also a big giant scary fatty demon. It also forces cards that are suboptimal to become almost better, because you can only run one of the better card. Thusly, you can argue that Cobble Ritual is just as good as Dark Ritual because it's only one of either way. This points to a good value standpoint where you can buy one of a thing instead of four of them, seeing as one Wasteland is always cheaper than four. Thusly, I believe that if multiplayer competitive Commander can become a thing, I would greatly enjoy playing that over a 1v1 format, though I suppose 1v1 competitive tournament structure is fine for right now. I would like to see a unification of ban lists so that there could be one concise format of Commander. All in all, Commander is my favorite format to play whenever I'm sitting down casually and just want to play some general Magic. I'm not feeling super competitive, and I feel very laid back with my deck, and we'll just kind of let it play out and see what happens with it. So that was my summary of what Commander is to me as a Magic player. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know below in the comments what you think, and thanks for tuning in. This has been the Dunk Tank. Alright, so instead of a whole bunch of bloopers this time, I'm going to open up this reissue of Nocturnal Vinyl. I know all the noises that I'm making are very appetizing. There it is.